So while I get the valve body cover gasket to kind of dry the glue on it, just going to go ahead and give you guys a couple of pointers here. When you're putting the valve body in, okay, make sure that this pin, which is your manual lever control, that it goes in to that, I guess it's a sprag or some kind, which is part of this shift mechanism right here. Make sure that it goes in so it doesn't leave flapping around, because you won't have any gears or anything, okay? The other thing to bear in mind, all the wiring, okay, they all color coded, all these connectors, okay? There is one though that's a little bit tricky, and I'll show that to you right now. All right, the tricky one to remember, there's a white wire with a black connector, all right, and it goes right there. You see the white wire with the black connector, and then you see the temperature sensor, which is there with a orange wire, or two orange wires going to it. Kind of, if you're looking right up, kind of to the left, you'll see the temperature sensor. Right next to it, to the right, you will see that wire, the white wire with the black connector. Make sure you put that black connector into that solenoid. The other black one that you see here closer with the black wire, make sure that that one goes there. It's easy to swap them around, and then you'll have no reverse, or you'll have no forward gears or something like that. So just wanted to show that to you guys. Make sure also that the bracket there that holds the two bigger solenoids, you see how it's got a little lip on the bottom of the bracket? You see it's got a little kind of underneath the tab, it's got a little lip. Make sure that that's the orientation of that bracket, because if you don't, it's going to block the exhaust of these two solenoids, and you're going to have a hell of a hard upshift. So just an FYI, guys, the rest of it is pretty straightforward. Shouldn't be, too difficult. All the other connectors are all color coded, and make sure all your bolts go in nice and snug. They are different sizes on the driver's side. On the driver's side, the top and the bottom ones are short. Then the one that goes right underneath the top one is a little bit shorter than the one that goes underneath that one. So the third one down is a little bit longer than the second one down. And on the passenger side, the top one is the shorter one. All the other three are the same length. Actually, the other four are the same length. So the cover bolts, two of them, the one that holds the temperature sensor, are all the same size. Same with the one that goes above the temperature sensor, and then the one at the very top is the shorter one of all of those four. All right, there's been a lot of people mistaking stuff, taking bolts out, putting them in a box or whatever, and then they mix them all up, don't know where they go. Now you know. I've already told you which one's the shortest one on the top right side. All the other four are the same as towards the passenger side. Then towards the driver's side, the top and the bottom ones are the short bolts. The one right underneath the top one is the shorter of the two longer bolts, and the longer one would be the third one down. All right, and then just go ahead, put the cover back on, put your fluid in, put your hoses back and all that, and you'll be all set.